What's up, my bitches? Okay, this is DHG, and I'm checking to make sure I am recording. Yes, I am. Okay, the next two games I'm going to be doing are a bit of a bittersweet combo for me because the first one, that would be Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. I'm going to do DHG's top 10 favorite games on it. I've only ever covered one other game in this series, and that would be Black. But this would be another one of them. The reason why it's bittersweet for me is because right after it we have its sequel, which is part of the How Bad Is It series. I kind of think you know where that's heading. But this game came out back in, I think, 2005. I ended up picking it up when the PlayStation 3 didn't really have many games out at the time. And I got to pick between 3 different platforms to play this on. I could play it on the PlayStation 2 emulator on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation 2. I picked the Xbox just because the PlayStation 2 emulator, for some reason this game just doesn't work properly. And it looks the best on this platform, so OG Xbox it is. I'm going to be starting a new game here. I'm only going to be covering the intro, which is a badass intro. And I'm also going to be watching the cutscene here. Out of the 3 people you get to play as, it doesn't really matter who you pick, so I'm just going to pick Nui. Okay, 3rd time's a charm, right? Well, first time I screwed up, I accidentally skipped the beginning cutscene and what leads you into the story. And the second time I realized that the subtitles were on, and that wall of text just made the first cutscene, and which is integral to the story, kind of hard to enjoy. So here we go again.
Reports from Pyongyang indicate North Korean military forces have staged a violent coup.
The Royal Australian Navy intercepted a North Korean freighter.
Authorities alerted the moon after uncovering a cache of nuclear warheads in the ship's cargo bay. The warheads were intended for sale to known terrorist elements.
Troops poured across the DMZ and into North Korea, intent on dislodging the newly installed regime of General Song. The president today reaffirmed the need for this peacekeeping mission.
The general posted bounties today for the latest deck of 52.
You're part of a private military organization. This is like the situation assessment.
Could we have the lights off, please? Lights off, please. Thank you. All right, Fiona, what have you got for us?
Thanks. Okay, well, today the board is voting on the Sung Initiative. This is an unparalleled financial opportunity for XOPS, but it's high risk. North Korea is a quagmire, the Allies are stuck in it, and it's all because of this man here.
Yes, we've been discussing this. Couldn't this force us into a moral position? I mean, the guy's evil. He capped his own father after the coup. The media are all over it. Anyone operating in this theater is going to be famous.
Maybe, but we're proposing sending in a single operative, low profile. And remember, North Korea is in total chaos. There's press on the ground, sure, but our agent could level half the country and no one would have any idea we were there. There's more. Apart from the 100 million for Sung, there's a significant bounty for every member of the deck of 52, especially if they're taken alive.
Does that say businessmen?
Well, counterfeiting, slave trading, if you call that business, these guys are businessmen. To sum up, we insert a single agent to go after the bounties. We can do something the Allies can't. Work directly with factions on the ground to gather hard intel on the deck of 52.
Oh, come on, Fiona. The AN have never been shy about
Dealing with the Russian mafia? Not with GSRN reporters everywhere. Listen, by working with the factions, we can take Sung's power base apart from the bottom up. Sung's gone into hiding, but if anyone knows where he is...
It's his lieutenants. Got it. Fiona, you make a compelling case. I think I know which way the board will go, but I have one more question. We're basically relying on a single agent here. Do you have someone in mind?
Yes, I do. I believe I have the perfect candidate.
I thought that was a pretty badass opening for back then. It's still pretty good today. How it matches together what looks like real footage. Leads it right into their opening. Wouldn't mind seeing more of that.
This is Fiona with XOX. Do you read me? Jennifer.
5x5, Fiona. ETA?
You're about 10 minutes from the DMZ drop zone.
Glad to hear your voice on the line. Wouldn't have made it through Iraq without you.
Bet you say that to all your support operatives.
Only the ones who saved my ass.
Just doing my job. We're close. You might want to get your gear together for the drop.
Being such an old game, I have to say this looks pretty damn good.
Have you checked out your new PDA yet?
Of course. Transflective screen, high-res image, fast uplink.
Don't worry, there's not going to be a test.
Not true. I'll be testing it plenty in the field.
That being said, a polished turd is still a polished turd, but this game's not a turd.
M67.
Standard issue frag grenades.
Produces casualties within 15 meters. Lethal under 5. Definitely up to my standards.
Make sure the controls feel alright. I could always adjust it later.
I know it's not state of the art.
M4A1 carbine. Barrel tends to overheat. Other than that, a fine weapon.
Kinda looks like the Smith & Wesson M&P. I almost bought one of them.
DMZ's in visual range. The drop zone is hot. We'll be coming in low and fast.
You heard the man. Time to get going.
Where's... oh yeah, there it is.
Jennifer, you ready?
I'm good, Fiona. 5x5.
You know they say the DMZ is the most dangerous place on Earth.
I know.
But still, $100 million. You think you could spend that much money in one lifetime?
You know me.
$100 million was a lot more money in 2005. A lot more. Shit, I think the national debt back at that time for the United States was about $3 trillion, where maybe 13 times that now. Backing up in a Humvee right out of the C-130. That would be a badass insertion. And now
Your
I'm in
primary
control.
objective is to get to the Allied HQ. Colonel Garrett is waiting.
You can't tell me it ain't a badass
Head
opening.
north to the Allied HQ. Garrett is expecting you. Great, they've blocked the road.
Run you over, bitch. Let's make some use of this thing. Oh, I didn't see you. Yeah, bye-bye. You get cash in this game for blowing up North Korean vehicles. And other things. Give me a reason to blow things up? Yeah, I'll do that. There's a crate with an RP. Oh yeah, here we go. Get rid of this anti-aircraft gun. Now I know that this is backwards compatible on the Xboxes. How well the backwards compatibility works, though, if it's still in the condition that it was when I tried playing through it on the 360, it's a bit of a mess. I mean, it's playable, but I think I had a problem with one of the missions in the game. Don't remember if it was a main mission or a side quest, but sometimes the radar in the upper right would just go berserk.
Hotter than we expected. Hang on while I patch into the Allied uplink.
Let me pick these homies up.
Koreans stage an assault on the Allied HQ.
Get in.
I'm hearing reports of intense shelling in the area. Might be just the time to be a hero. Get the Allied soldiers into a vehicle.
They give you a less invasive tutorial than a lot of games nowadays. I can't stand tutorials in modern games. It's such excessive hand-holding. That's why I like games like Dark Souls. They're just like, yeah, figure it out. Get in, man. You're gonna miss breakfast. Of course, they're getting shelled by artillery. What you got?
I just want you to explain to me why we're still getting the crap shelled out of us. And I don't want to hear the words authorization, approval, clearance, or in... Now who the hell is this?
Sir, this is a private contractor. XOps contacted me and I agreed.
A merc? You don't think I got enough problems? Get out of here! I don't
You
need...
catch the two of clubs yet?
The two of... No. How did you know that Jinho Young was commanding that artillery?
XOps does a good job briefing their agents, sir. You said you didn't want to hear authorization or approval. Well...
All right, we'll give it a shot. You stop that artillery, verify the two of clubs, and maybe we can do business together. Major Howard here will give you some intel. Oh, and one last thing. Don't you ever interrupt me again.
Tough guy, huh?
It's the mercenary.
It is the mark.
Wow,
I'm not using that vehicle.
BAN have sent me the contract. It'll lay out
Get
all
in.
the details of what you need to do. Check your PDA for the email.
Get in and bring your blue helmet. The AN. Pretty clear that's supposed to be the UN, but the UN's a useless organization. It's nothing but a bureaucracy. They don't really have the power to do anything militarily. And in the rare occasions I understand when they do, they don't even end up doing any good. I have a light machine gun. I guess I'll take him alive. Yeah, she handcuffs him right there, but
Now we call for an AN extraction helicopter.
camera angle didn't really work out for me at that time. Oh shit.
Roger, this is Expo
She must be
2. I'm
one
in the
pretty
air.
beastly woman. She can pick up a dude just like that. But then again, Asians aren't known for being very big.
I see your smoke. I'm at the LZ.
Go pick up the 2 and carry him to the helicopter. Perfect. 1 down, 51 to go.
I'm going to be dividing this game up into the main missions. Pretty much the whole game is you collecting these cards. You don't have to get all of them. I'm going to do it anyway, but you have to collect, I think it's like 50% worth of info, then you can go after the king, which is kind of like their equivalent of a boss fight.
Providing air support. You should be able to target the artillery from here.
They're all pretty good except for the hardest one. In the last one, when you capture General Song, that mission is a pain unless you use an exploit. Which I might consider doing if I'm having a hard time beating it. This was something else I loved about the game when I first started playing it. Airstrikes on demand.
Roger, target received. Bombs free.
Excellent. Now let's get the other one.
A lot of the other games I've played that give you access to airstrikes is contextual. You can't call them in whenever you want. It's all scripted. But in this game, you can just whip them out whenever you want.
Great work. Get over, please. Now get back to the ANHQ.
Use this last airstrike here on this guy over here. He's like, hey, why you forget about me?
Roger, target received.
Oh, you better have something good for me. Look at all these dudes. It's like, yeah. You're glad I'm here. Hold your shit together. Okay. Yeah, get out of my car, bitch. I'm just gonna leave you guys up here in hostile territory. You can walk back. Hey, look. Oh, that's not collectible. Never mind. There's collectibles scattered throughout the game. They didn't really do much. You can just unlock stuff. Since the developer was... not the developer. The publisher was Lucasarts. You can unlock Star Wars shit if that interests you. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've never watched them. And I don't ever intend on it.
Wow,
Just
what a mess. They really
doesn't interest me. But you can do that. Some of them give you money.
Go talk to the guard again.
Not bad. Maybe I was wrong about you. And I sure as hell don't mind the opportunity to get something done around here without wading through a sea of red tape. I may rely on you in the future. How's that sound?
As long as the pay's good, I'm perfectly willing to jump in.
Okay. I'm Colonel Samuel Garrett, commander of Allied forces in the area. This is Major Stephen Howard. I know you're here for the Deck of 52. Now, most of them are open bounties, but the aces, you need special clearance from us to go after them. You bring me enough intel, I'll get you that clearance. Speaking of which, you'll want to talk to the man leading... advising South Korean forces in the area. Company man called Buford. Knows more about what's going on around here than, well, hell, he knows more than he's telling, that's all I'll say. Probably already knows where Song is, the bastard. Get out of here. I got work to do, come on.
Look at this speaker setup.
Howard, will you get this?
It's almost like they throw parties in here. I do believe I walked by this the one time and it gave you the option to get on the exercise bike. I thought maybe it was them paying homage to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Who knows? Okay, that is the first video for my DHG's favorite game of all time. And the rest of the videos I'll be covering this on a, like I said, a main mission basis, and then to capture the number cards. Should be shorter videos than I've been doing in the past. I'm trying to cut down the time on them. And I'll see you later.